A shout out to our podcast sponsor, sportsponsorship.co.uk. If you or your business are interested in making a real difference to the Scottish game, supporting hundreds of kids into regular football, get in touch with sportsponsorship.co.uk and they'll find the right fit for your brand. Dougie Donnelly presenting Sports Scene on a Saturday night. C-Facts. Freddo's costing only 5 pence. Only one interview with a manager per week. Clydesdale Bank, tea in the park. The referee's on-field decision being final. A pie in the stadium for only £1. Arguments about whether a ball crossed the goal line when you get to the pub. A 50p mix from the corner shop when you actually get 50 sweets in the bag. 442, MP3 players, big man, wee man. This is Tinpot on tour, and as you can tell by that cold open, this week we're going retro and we're discussing all things yesteryear. What was better about Scottish football back in the day, and what would we put into room 101? My name's Tom, your host, and I'm joined by Matt.
Hi.
And Andrew.
Howdy.
Lovely stuff. So that's what's coming up on this episode. We're going to be discussing Scottish football room 101. What is one thing we'd get rid of from the modern game? We'll get a bit nostalgic about things we miss about football from 20 years ago. We're going to do our weekend fixture preview as well. We've all picked a fixture from different leagues that we're going to review and predict. And then finally we're going to end with a quiz. That's what's lined up in the next half an hour or so.
It won't
How are you
be,
boys anyway?
It won't be 20 questions will it, Tam? It's only a wee short episode tonight. Maybe 5 questions.
If you listen to Tuesday's episode, you'll realise that 20 questions is never happening again. It went on for quite some time.
Yeah, Andrew. Fucking hell. Never played it before in his life, has he? Oh, what do you ask in this game?
Well, to be fair to me, I've had like 3 hours sleep. It was like fucking 11 o'clock at night, and fucking I didn't have a clue. Like who was it?
Behind the magician's curtain there. 11 o'clock at night.
That's it. Well,
no sleep, but you're a professional.
Sorry. I'm a professional. There's no excuse, but yeah, I sucked. So apologies for that.
You had old firm glasses on as usual. You can't get away from that.
It was about an old firm player.
Yeah, barely.
Fucking hell.
That's
Jesus Christ.
Stuck in the mud, focusing on the Celtic.
No, that's fair.
They live in their head rent free.
Living rent free in the head.
Nah, I don't.
Poor boy's just jumped on the podcast and instantly been berated by Matt.
How long before Danny's rolling in the deep shit, mate? Back up tomorrow night with bran flakes.
Feeling very, very positive. Maybe not about tomorrow. I think just need to be pretty measured about that. But feeling really, really good about the appointment. I thought the club have handled all the interviews really well over the last couple of days. I was watching all of them, and really interesting. I think he didn't really put a foot wrong in any of the interviews at all, and I think he seems very measured. He's very game to game, but has enough kind of foresight and sort of desired strategy to get you excited about what's maybe to come. So let's see. We've heard a lot of chat before, but it was very interesting to hear some of the board's grilling and answers to their appointment of Russell Martin, and there was a few sly digs in there, I have to say, but let's see what happens.
He is handsome. He is quite cool, and another sort of good looking young manager. I mean, what's going on, mate? Eh?
That's it, mate.
Yeah,
got a brown
floppy haired fella.
He's got floppy hair.
Another floppy hair.
Give it a month and it'll be same as Russell Martin.
But
he didn't have floppy stuff at the start.
Bratwurst, so he's not going to be a fucking vegan sausage roll. He's on the big fucking currywurst, bratwurst, fucking other meats.
What's wrong with vegan currywurst, like?
What is it, just like curry and potatoes or something? I don't know.
No, it's just vegan sausage.
Anyway, we can't. Just pish, mate. Linda McCartney, shove it.
I learned that is sponsored by Nooch Vegan Restaurant.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point I was making. We should be trying to encourage that, but
Nooch is more. No, I think that Nooch is more.
Oh, here we go.
Experimental with the vegan stuff rather than just putting instead of just saying, "Oh, here's your no sausage, we'll make a vegan one." They make class stuff with veggies and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Keep digging.
Yeah,
that's a good compliment.
Oh yes, compliment. Yeah.
You see, I'm having a veg. I'll eat a frozen Linda McCartney, not a
vegans.
nooch. You won't get any Linda McCartney at nooch, son. It's a fact. I don't know if you. I don't have the ingredient list, but I could tell you I was there last Friday and it was class. 5 stars.
It is good, but I mean, that's
Probably the biggest
seems
shout
very
out they've had on
disingenuous.
the pod.
I can tell you what I had. I can go through each dish one by one and give it a compliment.
Why don't you give the best dish or best thing about the dish or dishes when you were there?
Best dish was the salt and chili oyster mushrooms. Absolutely.
Ooh,
Yep.
beautiful.
Banging. Also the burger. I don't know where he gets his buns, but I want to get those buns. I want those buns in my hands, and I want to eat them. The buns look so good.
Oh, this is gonna get clipped up.
Get me
Yeah,
those
just
buns.
that
I want free
3-second
buns
reel.
because I'm a content creator. Give me those free buns, nooch.
Content creator.
Well, this is content though. Me sitting here in my
Yeah,
dirty
exactly.
t-shirt, looking like a scrub.
Right.
Anyway, nothing like that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we've given Nucha the best shout out they've had since they've sponsored the pod. So
Yeah.
thanks for that, Matthew.
No
Right, on
worries,
to Scottish Football Room 101. In case anyone's unfamiliar with Room 101 and what it means, we're basically going to pick 1 or 2 things each that we think should be eradicated from Scottish football, potentially football in general, just because we don't like them. It's a bit light-hearted. It's not that serious. But if you do agree or disagree, let us know down in the comments, because we have some terrible takes at the best of times.
yeah.
I normally come to you to start off with, Matt. I'm going to go to Andrew.
No.
What's your first football or Scottish football related thing to go into Room 101?
Well, I'm going to put in the unnecessary complexity of tournaments these days, and I know obviously that seems like a very mental title, but back in the day it was straightforward, group stage, knockouts, there you go. Now it's like all these different types of qualifiers, you got to fucking watch out for like the coefficient, and you've got to deal with different sort of playoffs and all this kind of shit, head-to-heads versus goal difference. Like, it's just so hard to keep up with. Like, when they were announcing the new Champions League format and the new Europa League format, like, let's be honest, nobody understood it. Like, when they were trying to explain it, like, there was like a 10-minute video trying to explain it to you, and it was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, it worked fine. Why do you have to do it like this? You know, so it's just like, seems every tournament that like has to evolve now to have like more rules and shit. Like, just simple, like knockouts or group stages, then knockouts, job done. Like, that's it. And also, I'm going to throw this in there as well, I miss away goals as part of that too. So, you know, when you used to watch Champions League and used to watch Europa League, away goals made it so much more exciting, because it was just like, fuck yeah, like, can
And
you...
it was on ITV, mate. Everyone was watching that shit.
Exactly.
Clive Tilsley, Andy Townsend, man. The glory days of the Champions League, you'd say.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was
So
only
now
1 or
it's-
2 games on a week as well, wasn't there?
Exactly.
So the goal difference,
exactly.
I suppose, is somewhat not the goal difference. The away goals rule was, I mean, they've like decomplicated it. What's the word? They've made it less
Simplified it.
complicated by simplified it by removing that, haven't they? But that's the only thing. The rest of it's a mess.
that's
I
it.
think
They've
the
taken
tournament
that away and
itself
added loads.
and like the league, now that it's been running, it does make like you understand how it works. But the qualification process for every tournament, that's the bit that baffles me. Like the World
Yeah.
Cup, the Euros, the Champions League, etc., Europa League, Conference League.
Definitely,
mess.
and then they all seem to go through this kind of playoff phase and figuring out the cut-offs for the playoffs, and it's like, oh, it's the top 4 best third placed or something like that, and then you're like, right, okay, well, is that also going to be based on like head-to-heads and stuff in the groups, or like, is this based on goal difference, or like, it's just such a load of bollocks. Like,
It's just about
fucking
money, is it
simplify.
not? That's
It is,
everything
it
in
totally
football.
is.
It's been corrupted
It's more
by
games.
the Yankee dollar. Like, it's let's have more games spread out over more days, and hopefully get the bigger teams playing each other early as you can. So,
Yeah.
but the games are meaningless in the new Champions League and Europa League format a lot of the time, because there's not really any jeopardy. When it was a 4-team
Yeah.
group, everyone was playing against each other, and it meant something when you were playing the other team. Now you could be playing a team that are like bottom or in the bottom half, trying to get into maybe the playoffs, and you're challenging for like the top 8. And it seems like it's just. But then you get to the knockouts, it's exactly the same. So what was the point in all this fucking nonsense beforehand, just to get the same 8 teams or whatever that are always in the quarterfinals?
I know.
I guess last year you could argue it worked out okay for Celtic, and the fact that they made it to the knockouts, if you can call it that, it doesn't really count. It wasn't the same, but they can take that if they like. And they did okay because the format was quote unquote easier for teams like Celtic to at least get in the top, what is it, 24 or some nonsense like. So
yeah,
if you get in the top 24, the like outside the
then
top
the Challenge
8,
Cup have done the copycat, like we were saying last week. The Challenge Cup have got some nonsense format. Like, just Challenge Cup should be knockout. Like, end of story. Just get fucking shitload of teams in there. Just play each other once, knock them out. Wraith Rovers win the cup. Thank you, John McGlenn. There you go.
I'm behind you on that. I'm behind you.
But the thing is, like, what benefit is it to have the Challenge Cup like that? I don't know. Perhaps they're trying to make it more exciting. I don't know how or why. But I think
it doesn't make it more exciting.
Knockout's fun because
exactly.
you get knocked out in the first round if you're like Wraith and you've got a really tricky first round. You can be knocked out in the first round, and you'll be, now the Wraith sort of entering like the third round or whatever it is.
It gives more of a chance for an upset maybe as well. If you look at the Challenge Cup kind of situation, if you get a lucky result and you knock someone out, like that's you through to the next round. It's simple as that. Whereas now if you have to like play in a league effectively. And then, negotiate knockouts. That's just a lot of shit. Like, cup football's meant to be, pretty, fucking quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
bang,
that's
bang.
it. You're not meant to be sort of thinking about, where am I in the league and all this kind of shit and like
life
who
or
have they
death,
got
mate,
to
all or
play.
nothing.
Yeah,
One game.
exactly. But if even like group stages in like the Europa League, Champions League and stuff like that, you're concentrating on that little kind of group of 4 or whatever. That was it. Now you have to think about, as you were saying earlier on, like a team that has maybe got like a really decent run, like a really lucky run like Celtic maybe did, and then, Jamily kind of get through. But like, you've got to then compete with that, and you arguably, are you letting then the best teams through? Like, I don't know if you are. So I don't know if it does make it actually better. I just think it probably generates more games, and then it's all about the money. So, but I hate it. So I'm sticking that in room 101.
Room 101.
To be fair, yeah, I think I'd agree. I think we all would. That it's just a load of nonsense. Especially, you want to be able to go to a match and know if you've qualified or not, or be watching it on TV and know what you have to do to qualify for a tournament, and not think. This year, if you're Northern Ireland, you've won your Nations League group, so you can get through the back door that way. But then there's permutations as to which teams finish first or second already. Like, are you above them or not? If you're Scotland and going into a playoff, it's all based on world rankings. Like, are you going to be a pot 2 team, like, it's a fucking mess. Just get rid of the
goal
lot.
difference head to head, mate. We can not even tell.
I still don't know.
I know.
I've tried for so long to try and research it. I've no idea. I think it's goal difference.
Yeah, I think it is,
based on what the media have been saying over the last couple of weeks. But at the time, it's just a fucking mess. Right, that's item 1 into room 101. Well done, Andrew. Matthew, over to you.
So I'm going to put linesman in room 101. Linesman brackets general. I've always hated linesmen. Watching lower league football for the majority of my life, or pretty much all my life. The linesmen are just the most pointless fucking thing ever. Like, seriously, the ball will be in front of them and it'll hit off someone clearly. The full fans can see it. The linesman just shits his pants, doesn't flag until the referee points. Then the linesman flags the way the referee's always pointing. So just tell the referee. Just, what the fuck? I'm sure the referee can learn to do offsides like he does in the juniors and that from the halfway line. Just call it. The linesmen are pointless. One time I was at the Rovers and the ball literally went out behind the linesman, came back in, the linesman never flagged, it was out, just fucking get running, this stupid little kid flag. Like, and especially now you've got VAR in the Scottish Premiership, there's even less of a reason for the linesman to be there, so they can, I'm just going to wait. Now it just gives them even more of an excuse to be pointless and fucking shite bags and refuse to make a decision. Get them in the bin. We don't need linesmen.
I'm kind of behind you as well, and from a slightly different angle, though, from the angle of fouls being given. too many times you see linesmen absolutely shit the bed when someone's like being fouled right in front of them and they're waiting for the referee to give the nod to wave the flag. Like, what are they all just so indecisive? I know they kind of rotate with like other officials. Like, I just don't understand, and especially now with VAR, as you said, like you can tell if someone's offside or not. I mean, when is that going to just become, something that you don't even need to go to VAR and check? It's just something that's automatically kind of, I don't know, like a wee red light pops up or something if you're offside.
Get the robots in, mate. I read that Amazon are replacing like 1.2 million jobs with robots. I'm sure they can get a couple down Stars Park for the next game. And another two words why linesmen should be binned. Douglas Ross. Get him 101, you prick.
Just Douglas Ross in room 101.
He's a linesman, that sums up. He's a twat. Equals linesman. Linesman equals useless, pointless, waste of space.
Douglas Ross equals linesman. Linesman equals twat. Useless. Therefore, I mean, yeah, it's...
Well, only an absolute weirdo wants to be a linesman. Oh, I'm going to be a linesman, eh? I'm good for you, mate.
That's where I'll draw the line. I mean, these guys are just making a living, mate. Come on.
How much are you
They're just trying to...
Like, what? You're not a ref. You're too shit to be a ref. So, like, you go on the line now this week, mate. Oh, okay.
I'm sure if someone said to you, do you want to be a linesman? Part-time linesman, you'd say yes. Any excuse to try and work in the game, you would.
The only time a linesman is acceptable is when the referee's injured, so the linesman has to be the ref, and they get someone from the crowd to be the linesman. That's the only time the linesman should be allowed. That's the only time. So there you go. See ya.
I'll try and be a slight voice of reason. Linesmen, they're an essential part of the game. You can't bin them off. I understand the dislike, but come on, they're needed. But I agree with Andrew. Yeah,
less essential though. Like, do you not think so?
Less essential in terms of offsides. Yeah, for sure. But lower league football, you're not going to have VAR. You're not going to have this automation. So, and that's the level that Matt's talking about. But fine, if you want to stick it in
if
room
you're a
101,
lineman, please let me know where I'm wrong. Come attack me with your flag. I'll take on all
Douglas
comers.
Ross is in there as well, then, is
he? Come on, Douglas, let's go.
Just sitting in by himself with dodgy tournaments.
Sacking off the fucking important votes in Parliament to go and fucking linesman the Scottish League One or whatever he does. I don't know. Get a grip.
Douglas Ross. I'll happily keep him in room 101. Linesman, I'm more on the fence about. Oh dear. Yeah, that was quite a funny one. Mine's it's less funny, if I'm honest. It's a bit boring. When I was trying to think of this, there's loads of things that fall under it, or could go into room 101 from my perspective. VAR is obviously the main one, but my choice is social media. Just generally, just scrap it, and a few reasons. So I think that every decision that gets made is obviously shown almost in real time on social media from every possible angle in like ultra slow motion, and the sort of pressure that applies to refs, and then the fans lose faith in referee and all that sort of stuff. And if a decision's clearly wrong on social media, the next time the fans are at a match, it's just good. It affects the atmosphere, and it makes it harder for them to do their job. So I'm just sticking up for the linesman there a bit, Matt. Yeah, I don't like the level of scrutiny that it brings. So that's partially a VAR point, but it's also on social media. In my opinion, it produces too many fan songs. Like, some are fun and could be a bit of banter, but I just want to go back to like you only sing when you're winning, old school. Like, have 2 or 3 chants at the stand sing, not like a million different songs that you need to learn. Like the last time I was at Tannadice, hadn't been for 6 months, and there's like 3 or 4 songs that are new, and then you go 2 months later and it's a whole new fucking catalog.
And does anyone sing the referee's a wanker anymore? I've never heard that for like years, man. That was amazing, eh?
Yeah, those old school songs.
The classics.
I remember it was SFA, wank wank wank, SFA. That was also a good one.
Yeah, those sort of things needs to continue. But it's just like an opportunity for someone to try and get TikTok famous the way I view it. You get these idiots that just try and sing songs to get people. It just pisses me off.
And I agree with you, mate. The tribalism as well on social media is grim. Like,
yeah, I've got that point here. Like the sort of, it's easy for mass movements of hatred, negativity to build up because like herd mentality is a thing. So rather than fans sort of 20 years ago, they'd have to form their own opinions by watching the highlights, going to the match themselves. You basically get Twitter pages or Instagram, or whatever. Some guy who's got a big following posts something, everyone then therefore believes it, and it means that players or staff or managers or whatever just don't get the time that they need or get a bit too much stick. that it just, in my opinion, what you should get. So there's a few other points in there, but I think if you could wave that magic wand and remove it, and the only way to get football news was either at the match, via like news channels, highlight shows, websites, which is like the modern day equivalent of CFAX, radio, newspapers, magazines, all that good shit, then I think the fan culture would improve a lot.
Yeah, especially now with Twitter being like blue tick, you can buy it. Before you'd have like trusted journalists that you would know were blue tick, that you could sort of believe what they were saying. Now any fucking idiot can pretend they're someone important and spread misinformation about football or just in general, really. So yeah, the whole thing is a vacuum of fucking hatred. It's pretty grim. Like,
that was another point I'd thought of earlier, was like you get players announced. I used to enjoy on like transfer deadline day, you'd watch it, or you'd read the news the first thing like in the morning, or you'd be scrolling, refreshing your news page. But now it's like leaked even before the club's got a chance to announce it. It's the same with kits. Like, maybe that's a bit too old school, really bothering about that stuff, but you get kit leaks and you're like, is this the kit, is it not? And then you get people making these fake kits through AI and all this crap. Just, I want to read my news and believe it. So to quote Trump, fake news should be removed.
I agree, especially on the transfer side there, you're saying as well. I miss deadline day. I loved like staying up to see what was going to happen. Now you find out, as you said, ages before it's been leaked. And
how does like Romano and all that have contacts for every single fucking transfer in the whole world? Like seriously,
money talks, innit? Yeah, he's.
I mean, you have like folk at Sky Sports News would go to like the training ground and like stand outside all day, like, and then
people behind them and stuff like that, like
dildos and everything. That was class.
Boy, they got a dildo in the air. Yeah,
that was so good.
Big Jim White. Yeah, man. Well, I remember reading. I used to get like the Sunday. Was it Scotland on Sunday or Sunday Sport or something? I'd always read that in my house, and he'd always like look at the results and like they'd give player ratings and everything, the tables and that. Man, I like physical things. Like, I think.
Yeah,
you're still able to learn about football from abroad as well. Like, I didn't read this growing up. I'm not going to try and take credit, but my brother read 442 magazine, got it religiously, and you'd learn. He knew about Messi so early because of that magazine. Like, they'd done an article about it, and now it's just, you've got videos of 12-year-olds playing football in like Peru. It's like, oh, this is the next wonder kid. I'm like, just stop it. Just not every, just a journalist's going to write about it because it's legit. Like, just because some wee guy scored a goal this one time doesn't mean he's going to be the next.
Do you think that?
Calm down, Len.
Do you think the sort of TikTok virality sort of aspect of social media has driven the new quote-unquote ultras culture in Scottish football and wider football in general? Do you think that the young teams are coming up and singing songs because they do enjoy going to the games and supporting their club, or do they do it as a vehicle to perhaps misbehave and go viral, possibly, or certainly?
I think now there's definitely more publicising, because obviously there's social media and it's not just relying on newspapers or whatever, but there's more publicising and promotion of pre or post game scraps and stuff like that, so I think that side of things, like, it's the hooliganism, I guess, that was obviously prevalent probably more slightly before our kind of generation, I guess, but that seems to be sort of making a weird kind of mutated return, but not in like a very kind of romantic way, as a nod towards hooliganism. And it's almost just a bunch of like embarrassing wee guys, so it's different. Obviously you do still get hooliganism, like proper hooliganism, but now it's
imagine the
I think
football
it's more
factory,
just getting
like,
likes and stuff.
now, like 15-year-olds going about like with fucking little balaclavas and that.
I think most of them are pretty harmless. I quite like to see, there was something I saw recently about Kilwinning Rangers have got their wee group of ultras, tiny wee football team, and they're going to support their local football team. They're not going to Ibrox or Easter Road or anything like that. They're going to watch their local football team, and I've got a lot of time for that. They're maybe between the ages of 10 and 15 or something. And yeah, they are all dressed in black, but they're not causing any trouble. I don't think. They take a drum, they've got a big flag and stuff like that. I think there is a place for it. So long as
there's nothing wrong with that.
Edinburgh City got in trouble obviously for it a couple of years ago, or last year. But I don't know. Was that a Room 101 suggestion, Matthew, from you there, or
no,
do you want to move on?
It was
an observation,
thoughtful point on the social media and the influence on their younger generation.
Yeah, I think everyone, some of those groups probably are looking for their 15 minutes, but right, that's me done. I don't have anything else to add in. My big one was social media and all that it brings with it. So, do you guys have anything else to pop into Room 101?
Yeah, I do actually.
Oh, he does.
I've got one.
Tell us.
Liverpool Celtic. You'll never walk alone. It's been treated like a national anthem now. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, all broadcasters absolutely fucking silent. Like, it's the only time you get to watch any sort of build up in a stadium without somebody kind of talking over it or whatever. But it only happens for those two clubs. I mean, we're literally, I reckon, about 3 years away from doing a minute's silence, like, after it's been sung. Like, honestly, it's ridiculous. Like, I never remember that being the case when we were younger, but now, like, Sky literally, like, won't say a word whilst that's been played. And I don't think they're the only culprits, but it's just like, what's the deal with that? Like, you know, it's just really weird and obviously quite annoying for me, but like, just really, really strange kind of preference they have for like one build up for only like one song in football, and it just seems to be getting more and more respect as time goes on. And I could understand it if it was like, I don't know, had like
the best.
I don't know.
Turner.
You don't get
down version of that, like, you're simply the best.
But you don't, honestly, I can't think of any examples like with any clubs like where you get literally like
They don't do it to the
3
same
minutes silence.
like frequency, but whenever Hibs have a decent, like a big result at the end of the game, they play Sunshine and Leith. They always show that and are silent for that, but it's less frequent, as I say.
Yeah, exactly. And I get like you know, maybe that's a kind of better time, but when you're building up to a game, building up to kickoff, it's the only one that you get like literally treating it like a national anthem. Like, it pisses me off. So I would put that in Room 101 and lock it off and throw away the key, personally.
Nice.
Lovely stuff. Matthew, anything else to add?
Yeah, just one more. Grass. Get grass in 101. Everyone should just have Astro. Like, Astro is so good now. Like, seriously,
what are you talking about?
He wants rid of grass and linesmen.
We live in Scotland. We play football over the winter. The pitches are terrible. Astro is like so good now. I'm playing a class Astro, man. Like, shout out to the Michael Wood Centre. We did their 5-a-side pitches. It's brilliant. It's class. It's slick as fuck. It's a wee bit wet. It helps the lower league clubs get extra revenue. All this grass snobbery. Oh, we must have grass in the top flight of Scottish football.
yeah,
It's fucking so big time. We need grass. No, we need Astro. Look at Sweden. All these clubs playing in winter and cold climates. They all have AstroTurf. They're quite good at football. So what? We suddenly think, oh, Astro. We're not bloody talking about sanded fucking hockey pitches when we were in our at school. Remember that? You'd skin your knee. You'd do a second tackle. You'd be fucking bleeding for days with your knees ripped to shreds. The Astros are continuing to get better. Every new G, whatever G's on now, 9G, I don't know. It's class. Like, we need more Astros and less grass.
Well, that's slightly different to what you said at the start. You said that we should get rid of all grass and replace it with Astro. So that's where I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I'm not against the use of Astro. I do think Astro is like massively over criticised, I think, and it does have a place, especially with lower league clubs that, can't really afford to maintain the grass or, everything else that comes with it. I totally agree with that. And to be honest, even at a slightly higher level, I mean, you look at the state of Dundee's pitch, what was it, last season or the season before, it was literally unplayable, games were getting called off, time and again. You know, they were in danger of getting points deductions or having to play at another stadium. You know, so I think in those instances you could definitely justify it. But I'm not ripping up all the grass like that's.
Get Ibrox Astros, mate.
Fucking no chance. No way. No way. It's like a bowling green, mate. That's it. No chance.
Fine. Half the pitch can be Astro, half the pitch grass. Half time. Each team plays their own half on the grass and the Astro. Astro is the future, I'm telling you now.
Okay.
You're
AI
telling us now,
and
15
Astro.
years after like Astro started getting introduced.
Honestly,
I remember
Astro's
my
gonna be
school
big.
used to have like a blaze pitch, you know, like the orange sort of blaze stuff.
Mm-hmm,
And we first got the Astro, everyone was going absolutely mental, honestly. It was like unbelievable scenes when we first got the Astro. After playing the
The good
blaze
old
pitch for
days,
so
eh?
long. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm telling
The
you,
good old days.
Astro.
You're telling us. Astros making its way in. I wonder if there's
Yeah,
any
look out
like
for it.
science behind Astros and injuries. I'd assume not if they're rolling them out at such broad levels. But
Yeah, everyone plays
I
on
think
Astro. Surely they train on Astro like a lot of the time, no? Like,
I've
There
heard that some of
definitely
the
is correlation between injuries and Astro,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's
That's the harder
diminishing
Astro, no?
because it's I think it. I mean, up until at least a couple of years ago, you know, it was there was definitely a correlation between injuries and Astro, but like you look at some of the Astro or hybrid pitches that you've kind of got now. You know, technology's getting better and better, and as you said, you know, keep an eye out for Astro. It's probably going to be quite big one day, and you know, so
Another thing that can get lost as well, sorry, just another point. 2 points. One, when they take down the
Jesus.
goals in parks in the summer, why do they take down the goals in the summer holidays? Take them down.
Yeah,
The goals.
I
What's
agree.
that about? Number 2, they lock the Astros in the summer as well. Like, so the kids are all jumping over, which is unsafe. Just open the Astros. Isn't it the point of an all-weather pitch is that anyone can just play on it all the time and never deteriorate? No one's going to steal the goals because they're fucking massive, so they can't really get them out the gate. Let the kids play as well. That's
it
how
still
we're going to
costs a
develop
lot
better
of money
footballers.
to maintain an Astro, though.
Oh, come on, look at this guy, eh?
It does.
Or at least have,
Mr.
some,
Purse Strings
have like a
over there.
Vendy or something.
Ruining
You put like
his
a pound. Each you bring along your mates. There's a wee thing. You put a pound in. Once like £10 in the machine, it opens the gate. There you go.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you could definitely do that.
There you go.
Tell me-
Problem solved. We
Absolutely.
contactless thing at the side.
Exactly.
£10 for the hour. But then, I mean, yeah, you can't really stop them after an hour, can you? It's just
Let's
lock
not all
them
think
in,
that
they
all
never
children
get
are
out.
day.
criminals. You know, they're not. They're just wanting to play football, and there's nothing wrong with that.
that's why
There you
we're
go.
yeah, that's why we're Scotland are shite.
That might help
Play
us
on the
if we just
grass.
let the kids play.
Just playing the grass. Yes, free to do that.
Oh, I don't There's no goals, mate.
Grass burn. Grass stains on my shirt.
There's no goals. So everyone's got bags for goalposts. Everyone's skying it, thinking the goals are like 10 foot tall. And then then you start playing my real team. You just hit really high shots because you think that's what the goals are, but the goals are smaller because you don't know. Because you've never played proper goals.
Actually makes sense looking at a lot of the,
Oh, thinking
the
of that.
finishing in Scotland, so yeah.
A quick point. A park in Dalgety Bay yesterday, I was out with the kids. They had goals with nets. Just there. Just in the middle of the
Whoa,
park. Yeah.
Free
that's
use.
a rarity.
Wow.
There's something magical about hitting a goal when you're a kid and there's like a goal with a net and you'd hit the
It's
net.
the net.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't hit the
You'd
net
always
often,
just
but
go-
when I did, it was a good feeling.
Because you'd always just play in
Well,
the
that's
park
the
and it
next
was just chasing
Tinpot
after the
rendezvous
ball.
can be there. Dalgety Bay.
I think it was a
That's it,
9-a-side
yeah.
pitch, so if we can get 18 listeners is a stretch, but we might be able to get 18, get a game down Dalgety Bay.
Yeah, that's it.
Just everyone that was at
Tinpot
your party
tournament.
in the weekend, just invite them.
And there's a good
Yeah.
flying fox as well for half
There
time.
you go. Tinpot
Lovely
tournament. We'll do like a league structure, then playoffs, and then we'll move into
Having said that, I bet
Regionalised, yeah.
the nets will be burnt down by the next time we go by the
Oh, not every
Yeah,
kid's a
yeah.
criminal, mate. Not every kid's a criminal.
Nah, certainly not
Right,
Dalgety
let's
Bay.
move on.
Yeah.
Room 101 is not quite full. We might revisit this on another day because I'm sure there's other things we'd love to chuck in there. But yeah, we will shift on a wee bit for now.
ask
Prediction
Douglas
time.
Ross to just push things into the corner for a bit.
Yeah. Douglas Ross is my
Bloody
god.
rot. He, yeah, he,
Please, sir, can I have some more?
the scores after week 4. Just to remind you again, because I'm top of the league for now.
Is he bringing up
7
the
points
old-
to me,
Got the
5 to
graphics.
Matt.
Got the
I don't have
graphic.
the graphics for this because it's the preview, not the review.
Oh, good.
And Andrew's on 3. Andrew, you're going Premiership this week, aren't you, for your prediction?
I am indeed.
We'll
Tom.
work
I
our way
am
down, then
going-
we'll start at the top.
Going for the big one. The big 1 versus 2. The big
Ooh.
Hearts versus Celtic on Suntag. So, yeah, big game. Be very, very interesting for a number of reasons, obviously, but Hearts in excellent form, as everybody knows. really interesting to see how the Celtic players react to the old Honda Civic chat on the weekend. So that'll be interesting. I fancied Hearts. For this, but I did a U-turn this afternoon and I've decided to go for a score draw at 2-2. So that was just a gut feel. I'm gonna probably regret it, but yeah, my heart's wants Hearts to win. Sorry, but yeah, I think it'll be a 2-2 draw.
Lovely stuff. Matthew, down into the Championship for you. What game have you chosen?
I'm doing Morton versus St Johnstone. A few weeks ago, we were saying St Johnstone were going to romp the title. 8 points clear, or whatever it was. Now 3 games later, they've drawn 2, lost 1, scored 1 goal. Been found out a bit, perhaps, maybe. Level 1 points apart, that's at the top now. Could be a wee blip, and they might push away again, but it seems as if teams have kind of found out how they play and are sitting in a deep, low block to try and defend against them. So you wonder if Valakari's got another plan up his sleeve, or is he another philosophy manager that we were discussing last week? Can he win games by changing his style, perhaps? We don't know. Morton continuing their sort of slowish start. They obviously won a couple of weeks ago. They drawn a defeat to the revitalised Ayr the other day. So it could be a tough game for St Johnstone. We know that Morton are good at defending and will be tough to break down. Can St Johnstone overcome their difficulties for the last few weeks? I'm saying 1-1 because that's just the Morton way. 1-1.
Yeah, you got 1-1 with Morton previously, didn't you?
No.
That was your 3-pointer.
So
another score draw
piece. Yeah, score draw.
Bold.
Excellent. Well,
very bold.
I am going back to League 2, and similar to Andrew, it's first versus second there for the Spartans against East Kilbride. 3 points separating those two at the top.
Big game.
The previous result between the two was the opening day of the season, and East Kilbride were beaten at home 3-1 by the Spartans. Neither side, from what I've read anyway, has any recent sort of injuries or suspensions to deal with, so lineup should be full strength as they have been the last couple of weeks. The Spartans' form is up and down. They've won 3 in their last 5, but the 2 defeats they've had in the last 5 have both been at home. One of them was the Edinburgh City game that I had previewed, and they weren't great in that. East Kilbride's been a bit more consistent. They've only had 1 league loss since the opening day defeat to Spartans, but they've had too many draws, which is why they are 3 points behind. Loads of goals between the two sides, to be fair. I think 22 for East Kilbride, 17 for the Spartans. So yeah, definitely going to be a goalsy game. John Robertson's been the main threat for East Kilbride. The ex-Perth Saints forwards bagged 14 and 18 in all competitions. So yeah, I think it's going to be pretty feisty, pretty goalsy, and yeah, I've gone the same as Andrew. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw, so we're all going score draws.
Oh, wow.
Very interesting. Yeah, so time will tell who gets the points from those predictions.
Well, that's that could be that is a first, isn't it? We've all picked three draws, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
3 score draws as well.
Yeah, when you look at all 3 of the games, it's hard to really pick a winner, isn't it? From all 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. Until this afternoon, I felt Hearts were going to win this one convincingly on Sunday, to be honest.
Is it one of those where Celtic are so written off and Hearts are like everyone's predicting Hearts, which just means that Celtic will turn up?
Yeah, that's what I kind of feel, and I just maybe feel that Rodgers' comments after the last game are either going to go one of 2 ways, so I think there'll be a reaction, and if there is a reaction, I don't know if that reaction will be strong enough to actually beat Hearts, so that's why I've gone with a score draw. But it could go the other way, though. It could completely demotivate them, and it could be a complete capitulation. But I don't know. Let's see. It'll be a good game. Looking forward to tuning in.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, I've not watched Celtic this season so far, I don't think. So looking forward to seeing that one on Suntag.
As you watched the Old Firm, mate, it was the worst thing I'd ever seen. So I think your memory's probably
I did.
erased that. Yeah.
Did I watch the Old Firm?
We watched it together, mate. It was the worst thing ever. Jesus,
I can't remember that. That's been written out of memory.
I took time away from the family to watch that game, mate. It was fucking dismal.
It was wank. Right, it's quiz time. We've overshot, but it's fine. We've still got 5 minutes for a quiz, and it's Matt versus Andrew again, returning to an old format, which is Guess the Lineup.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, a quiz that has actually got a positive reaction from these two.
Let's go for it.
Depends what game
good.
you've chosen, mate.
Yeah, I know.
We've chosen a Wraith Rovers versus Rangers game.
Oh, how we had you?
So,
Matthew's going to go for the Rovers, and Andrew's going for the Rangers.
You know, it'd be better if we swapped it around. Oh, the cup final! Oh my god,
the cup final game.
unreal.
The cup final from
Right.
2014, the Challenge Cup. So we'll start with you, Andrew, and that Rangers team. As you can see, it's a 4-4-1-1 apparently, or 4-2-3-1 if you want.
Right.
From 2014.
I'm going to go Cammy Bell.
Oh, I've actually not got the correct answers in front of me, so I need to do that. 2 seconds. Sorry, that's very Tinpot of me.
That could be a tricky old quiz, that one, yeah.
Let me just, because I don't want to unclick it just in case it's wrong, you know.
I see.
Cameron Bell is correct. Well done. Matthew.
Lee Robinson in goals.
Lee Robinson, correct.
Lee McCulloch. Another Lee.
Jig is correct.
Nice.
Jason Thompson.
Matthew. JT is correct.
RB.
Flying through this so far.
Bilal Mojni. Was he there?
Bilal Mojni was there, yes, well done. He started the game next to Jig.
Dougie Hill.
Right back.
Dougie
Douglas of Hill. Sorry, I'm having to scroll between two screens here. That is correct.
What a player.
3 apiece so far, no mistakes made.
Lee Wallace. Captain. Oh no, he wasn't captain, was he? Shit. Actually,
Did
maybe he
the
didn't.
grass go on the grass?
Maybe he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Oh.
Paul Watson.
Paul Watson also at centre half. Yep, you're going in order here from the defence, you two. You're doing very well.
Ian Black.
Ian Black is correct.
For that, I know who his partner will be there then.
Left back Callum Booth.
Callum Booth at LB is correct. Well done.
Nicky Law. See you next to Black.
He's gone with Nicky Law. He's not next to Black, but he is on the pitch.
Oh, who's there then?
I'm not going to tell you that. Just for
I'll
anyone
go-
that's listening to this on the audio option, we do have this on YouTube if you want to watch along and see the graphic that these boys are seeing. It's much more enjoyable, I feel. So, yeah, head along to YouTube at Tinpot Pod.
Centre midfield, I'll go Kevin Moon.
Mooney is correct. Back to Mr. Guild.
John Daly.
Big Dinty up top is correct.
Besides Moon, I'll go get Liam Fox.
The Fox in the Box,
That's who
correct.
it is. Ricky Foster.
Dick at right back is correct.
Right wing, I'll go Grant Anderson.
Ganderson is correct. Well done.
And, Fraser Aird.
Fraser Aird is
Interested to see where he's-
incorrect, unfortunately. It's your
Oh,
first
shit.
mistake.
Bastard.
It also wasn't on the bench.
Oh, was he
left-
not?
Not according to this, no.
I'm sure that was his era. Oh well, never mind.
Could been injured.
Back to you, Struggy.
Left
Yeah.
wing, Joe Cardle.
Yep, that's correct. Well done. 9 out of 9 so far. Back to you, Andrew. Oh, apologies.
Hell.
Fraser Aird was correct. Don't know how I missed that. Another howler from me.
It's just as well because I really didn't know who was going to go there.
Classic Cambo. So no incorrect answers each. 9 out of 9.
Yep, you're both 9 out of 9. And it's back to Andrew, yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I was just thinking.
That's alright, take your time.
I really thought Law was going to be playing next to Black, and I thought Shields would have been in the 10, so he's not going to be playing back there. Tough one. Kyle Hutton. I don't know if he was that time though. I'm struggling for a midfielder.
Correct.
Oh, class.
Oh,
An unbelievable pull from Mr. Guild.
I'll go with the goal scorer, John Beard.
That is you 10 out of 10. Both 10 out of 10 so far. Last one for
Here
you,
we
Andrew.
go.
struggling with this one if I'm honest. I'm gonna say Dean Shields because I think it was his era, but I don't really remember him playing that position very often.
Dean Shields was in the matchday squad, but he didn't start the game and he didn't come off the bench either, and that is me not making a mistake this time. I've made certain of that. So that's sadly incorrect. Over to you, Matthew, to steal the win with full marks.
Callum Elliott.
That is incredible. 11 from 11. Well done, sir.
Wow,
Best day of
well
my life,
done.
son.
That's
Can I
missing
get the
Rangers
Rangers
player.
one as well?
Yeah,
If you
Is
want,
it-
yeah. Just to rub
Was it
salt
the
on the wound.
former manager for one game at the weekend, perhaps?
It was
Yeah.
Stephen Smith.
I never remember him ever playing left wing. I remember playing left back, but I never remember him playing left mid ever in my life. So
There you go. What a quiz. Well done.
well
It was
done, mate. That's incredible.
two very good performances. 11
What a
10
team.
overall.
What a Rangers team that was, mate. You've come a long
Yeah,
way.
I know.
Yeah, to pick
Unbelievable.
10 names out is impressive.
Alan
When
McCoy.
you say Jig early on as well, like he could have been anywhere. He could have literally been centre back. He could have been midfield. He could have been striker. Like it was. So I was keen to get him out of the way first. But yeah, fucking hell, what a team! Jesus, brutal.
Ali
Quite
McCoy scared a
embarrassing
race
that-
playing like Stephen Smith left midfield there.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
worried about
that's pretty desperate.
Race right.
Seb 4 would have been that era as well. He was a
Legend.
a cult hero to myself, I would say, but not so much anyone else. Probably no other Rangers fan remembers him. But yeah, grim, really fucking grim times. But
Wraith really
Funny.
should have put them away in the 90 minutes. It's
Yeah.
embarrassing it took them till extra time
should've.
with that.
yeah, it's
That
actually
11
really
at the point.
embarrassing for Wraith. Actually, yeah, really embarrassing. Actually,
Big time.
so embarrassing
Big
for
time.
Wraith. Not at all for Rangers.
Oh, what a pleasure it's been for the last 47 minutes or so with you gents. It's always great fun. This is Wednesday night. We're recording this Wednesday the 22nd. This episode's obviously dropping Friday the 24th, and then you'll hear from us again next Tuesday, which is the 28th. Until then, thanks for listening. Give us a comment to let us know your thoughts, how you might have done on the quiz, what you'd put in room 101. You can hit the bell on all these different apps to notify you when we drop our episodes. Give us a follow, all these things. And until then, thanks for listening and enjoy your weekend.
Cheers, boys.